Hello, hello. Welcome to episode 54 of the Unnamed
Ala
Podcast.
alanya.
Hello. Today we have a
Isnya.
special guest, another special guest.
Isnya. Hi, everybody. Kochi Caturteer in the house, dinya. And welcome to the Caturteer room, dinya. Kochi Caturteer is an animated artist video, but I did live to the animation art above gaming, dinya.
Wait, let me try to find a way
Yeah.
to reduce the lag a bit. Let me exit it out. Hopefully it
no,
doesn't
lag.
sound- Is this okay? No, it's because I see your model's a bit blurry. Let's see if you can fix it.
Hey, let's see if this helps as well. Might just do a quick swap. Okay, no, this makes it worse.
No worries.
Okay, this should be better. This should be better. Yes, I think this position might be better as well. Yeah.
Hopefully it works.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, once again, we are glad to have you back. How are you doing? Most
Yay! How am I doing? Tired.
No worries.
Yeah.
No worries. I mean, working people's life is tiring. I won't lie.
I know, right? It's 1 p.m. I should be waking up at 3:30 p.m.
Yeah, you deserve. Next time we could probably schedule the podcast.
No,
a collab.
it's fine.
No, it's
fine.
okay. It actually also works well for me.
Mm.
12 is like. No, I meant 3 is like 3:30 is like 12:30 a.m. So it's all good.
Oh no.
It's weird because my sleeping clock I tend to sleep a bit later. Recently also because I have to clean dishes, all that stuff lah. Plus
Yeah.
job hunting, all of the fun stuff.
Yeah. Oh, the very fun stuff, Neil.
Yeah, it definitely is interesting. It's definitely interesting. But more importantly, we're going to start off with the usual question. What is your favorite food?
My favorite salmon and brinjal. No change.
Wait, salmon, what?
Salmon and brinjal. Yes.
Wait,
Neil.
what's brinjal?
Eggplant.
Talking about eggplant, I was actually recently cooking it.
Oh. What sort of eggplant, Neil? Is it the sambal type or?
I didn't use sambal, but you know, topanjiang, right?
Yes, Neil.
Yeah, so I basically fried with topanjiang, and man, that was so delicious. It was super delicious.
Yeah. We need more brinjals in our lives.
Yes. Eggplant is like super
No.
it's not a difficult vegetable to cook.
It's not difficult to cook. Yeah. It's tasty. So all is good, yeah.
Because even when I first started cooking it, I just randomly put ingredients, which is don't do that. I think I was living the aga lifestyle way too much when I was living by myself. But yeah, I was cooking eggplants and then I put some shaoxing or shaoxing wine. I put some soy sauce, oyster sauce, and then it still tasted decent. but it's not as good as if you put 豆瓣酱 in it.
Yeah, なるほど. And yeah, I guess overall it's also always good to, just experiment. Yeah, cooking is all about putting things in the fire and hope they don't catch fire.
Are you sure we should be saying that?
Of course, because that's how it works, right? Yeah.
In a way, yes. In a way, yes. There was one time, right? Because like when I was, it's not really a study abroad, but then when I was like living in the East Coast per se,
Uh-huh.
the microwave that they had was actually much stronger than the stove. So, out of
Oh
curiosity, I
no.
wanted to try cooking leafy vegetables in the microwave, and it
Uh-huh.
caught on fire for
And it,
some miraculous reason.
how?
Funny enough, I don't usually like to microwave, but then I have a roommate who was like super into microwaving. He was always like, "Dude, microwave is nice. You don't need to wash that much."
I
You,
know. Exactly. Yeah. I think microwave is really good. I actually use microwave a lot myself. Yeah.
I think we need to have a microwave cooking series. Probably invite you over
Yes.
to teach what you
How
can do.
to microwave. I normally microwave a lot of soup as well. Yeah, because just put everything in the pot. You put it in there, microwave, and it's all done. You don't have to look after the fire. You don't have to look after anything. It's just done in like 5 to 10 minutes, depending how long you need it. Yeah.
I mean, wait.
Yeah.
In that case, right? Wait, you said pot. Is it like
Uh-huh.
those small pots, right?
Yes, it's those small porcelain pots. Then you just put it into the microwave, and it's all done
Oh,
magically.
that's interesting.
Yeah. It's called cheap, fast, and lazy.
I wouldn't say lazy. That's still impressive. I mean, like I learned from the guy how to make pasta in the microwave. Out of all things,
Ah,
pasta and what was it?
I mean, instant noodles in the
Instant noodles.
microwave.
Yes. Even the one that you had to cook, you could actually
Yes.
microwave it. You just need to microwave it for.
Exactly. And the best part is, you don't have to clean up anything here. Like the worst part of instant noodles is the cleaning up.
Really?
It's like the most effort. Yeah. Like if you cook instant noodles, normally with the pot, the biggest cleanup is the pot here. So you just cook it directly in a bowl on the microwave. You save all the washing. Yeah. All right. You save water. You save the environment. You save the turtles. You save everything. Yeah.
Oh my god! I like the way how you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Funny enough, I was just washing dishes right before this podcast. Maybe next time I should just throw everything in the microwave. Wait, just curious, how did you cook eggplants in the microwave?
Oh, eggplants in microwave. The best way to cook them is actually to cook either with oyster sauce. You see, and then with oyster sauce, a bit of water and pepper, and then it's done. Yes,
In that case, I will.
If you want, you can add a bit of ginger, and and the whole has to cook until it becomes like braised. It feels a bit like braised brinjal. Yes,
Wait, how long do you microwave it for, if I may ask?
Yeah, because about 10 minutes, but you have to cut into thin slices. Yeah, and usually I do top it out with like maybe a bit of minced meat or not.
Wait, you can microwave meat?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, do you not know I can microwave meat?
I don't know, because I wouldn't cook meat in a microwave, honestly.
Why? Why?
No, it's because like even while cooking on like the stove, I would be afraid of cooking meat because I don't want to cook it till it's like uncooked. That's my biggest fear, cooking uncooked meat. But in the microwave, I've never really cooked meat other than like minced meat or like that if I'm making pasta. But how did you? Okay, I'm actually genuinely curious. How did you cook meat in the microwave? Please teach me.
I just put it inside and just make sure that it cooks long enough. I mean, you need to think of a microwave oven as an oven, yeah, and that's it, yeah. because there are other things that the power level you have to set not to the defrost level but set the cook level and then the lowest cook level and keep it cooking the longest if you want the meat to cook longer. Yeah. However, certain things such as sauces and all, okay, I will not recommend like cooking like big chunks of meat, cook like minced meat or very thinly sliced meat. Yeah.
Okay.
Because when you put water inside the microwave, they don't boil.
Wait, put water into the meat. What?
Inside microwave, you put water inside microwave, it doesn't boil. You see, yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it hits boiling point, but it doesn't go blah, 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 with all the water coming out. You see, yeah.
That is interesting.
And so without the blah, 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 a lot of the taste doesn't go into meat if it's not thick enough. I mean, if it's too thick. Yeah. The whole idea is to have everything all thinly sliced, put it in. The heat will make it absorb, but it will not boil. But microwave has the other issue of it will explode. Okay, yeah.
Wait, explode?
So, because of pressure. Yeah.
Okay.
So don't put in things such as sausages without like cutting it apart. It's basically nothing with an enclosed setup. Yeah.
You mentioned.
Yes, that's the most important thing. Yeah. Sausages.
Yeah, you mentioned sausages, which reminds me of a funny thing that I always did. I was actually microwaving sausages. That was like one of the things I enjoyed eating as a snack back in the East Coast.
Yes, yeah.
Also, with the microwave, I did something that was similar to an anime, Steins Gate, if you've watched it.
Jello banana!
Yes, I actually microwave a banana. Or a plantain to be precise.
Yes,
Because that one you actually have to cook. So, my roommate, when he left early, he left some plantains. So, out of curiosity, I just microwaved the plantains. It wasn't until recently I just remembered, oh wait, wasn't that how time travel got invented? So
yeah, Jello banana.
So yes, I enjoyed the quote unquote Jello banana. No, it doesn't actually become Jello.
That's because you failed at time traveling. Yeah.
I managed to make some good food, some decent food, but I failed at time traveling. I don't know which one I should be more disappointed with. The fact that I just got good, decent food, or the fact that I failed to discover time travel. Fun times though.
Yeah.
But more importantly, why we invited you wasn't necessarily because of food. Of course, you have so many great food recipes, and I would definitely love to hear more about the microwave. So I might actually consider doing a microwave series. But more
I should totally do like a microwave stream one day.
You should actually do that. I would really encourage you to do that because there's a lot of folks like me who's like more traditional, believes in the power of the I don't know why I want to say grill, but then it's like the range, the cooking.
The stove.
The stove, yes, stove. What? I said it a while ago, but then I forgot what the hell. But yeah, I'm a person that believes more in the stove. But
generally, I think stove is a lot easier to get good food. I'm not gonna deny that, yeah. However, the microwave is called the lazy, lazy. I am busy with work and I don't want to look after fire. I don't want to wash things. Yeah.
Wait, you guys don't have a dishwasher, right?
We don't have. We wash it manually. Yeah.
No worries. I also wash it manually. The dishwasher is what I call extra storage space for wet dishes. That's actually true.
Yes. Yeah.
But yes, more importantly, what we're going to be talking about is Live 2D and 3D modeling, because I remember how before, like in the last time we had you've mentioned that your goal with Live 2D was trying to create some sort of like full body tracking, but only with Live 2D.
Yes, yeah. But that didn't really work out so far, and right now I'm mostly doing still Live 2D. I do dabble a bit on 3D and VR, but I am suffering in there. Yes, yeah.
Let's actually hear about 3D. Like, what would you say? How would you say? Well, there's definitely a lot of differences, so this is a bit of a dumb question. What is the difference between working with live 2D and 3D?
Okay, aside from bit in like a 3D space and a 2D space, let's just keep the obvious out of it, yeah.
Yes.
I'll say that when it comes to live 2D, if you're not an artist, 3D might be easier for you to create something from scratch. Yeah. Right, because in live 3D, basically to have a model, you need to like work with an artist. The artist need to be able to know how to split your artwork. So there is also that level of you are not alone. You are like beholden to the artist or your level of drawing skills. Yeah. Whereas in 3D, so long you have the front and the back, even you can take references from like different like character sheets, like look from different animes. I like this hair, I like this shirt. I can like mix and match. Yeah. Alright, so in 3D, I think on the aspect it's actually more solo, more individual. It's easier to cover like from start to end alone, as opposed to live 3 where there might be an issue of you need an artist and then you need an rigger. Yes, at first we're separate. It feels like a two-person's job. Yes, yeah. And in 3D, technically, it's easier to go solo. Yeah. However, the other issue is yeah. And the other issue is if you look at 2D, it's actually I'll say 3D has a lot more exploration to go. Right, but also tutorials are a lot easier to find. Trust me. The way to find tutorials for 3D is so much easier. There's so much more resources out there. 2D, I'll say it's still in a very infancy stage, and the biggest problem in live 2D right now, is live 2D is kind of in a very stale state. That is actually not much. Yeah. Alright, what progression you see is mostly how people are being creative. As you have people like, we'll have to blend shapes with a lot of new functions at the live 2D itself. But the problem with adding these functions in live 2D itself is the functions don't really do that much overall. Yes, like it's not like any groundbreaking functions. It's not like any it's not like it's under a lot of but it's just not what's the term for it? There isn't a very strong community in a way.
Okay, yes.
Yes, to not in the sense that there's no community to teach or what, but there is no proper
there's not
training community. I like 3D. They have like the Blender Guru. You have like quite a lot of well-known people actually teaching. We don't have that here at all.
If I remember.
In fact, yes, yeah. But you remember what? No. Yeah.
Oh, I was just going to mention about like how I remembered you were using Iron Vertex's tutorials back then, or.
Yeah. But they don't teach everything that you can really learn from it. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not a complete series. And they don't really teach you like from head to finish a lot of things. Yeah. I mean, I am working on something like that right now. Supposed to release last month, but something got in the way in RL, so
no worries.
Kind of delayed.
If there's one thing I will tell you,
yes, so I am actually
someone did mention one of my friends actually mentioned that they actually used your tutorials quite a bit.
Oh no, you're breaking up.
Wait.
Hi.
Hello?
No. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Alright, for me, I try to for my tutorials, I try to like keep it like I mean, any streams on YouTube is basically a stream where I'm gonna be like, I'm just gonna do full explanation. I won't go like, I won't try like diverge, and I'll just try to go in order, which is actually not what I do 90% of the time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so sometimes I do the head first, and do the eyes, and I just jump back and forth. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But when I do like YouTube streams, I want to keep them like a very good, the star student model of how you should do rigging. Yeah, so I'll do like everything in position. I'll do everything in sequence, and not the easiest thing to do when you are like
No worries, definitely.
whole day just do your own pace. Yeah, so actually doing it in any sequence I want, it's or rather keeping in a fixed sequence is kind of against my usual workflow. Yeah.
The one thing I will say, what I was
Yeah,
about
yeah,
to say
yeah.
was I had a couple of my friends tell me that they were learning Live 2D actually by watching your tutorials. That was what I was saying before I got broke up.
Yes, yeah. Yeah. So I tried to do tutorials. In fact, I didn't really want to do like full like tutorial videos. As number one, I'm lazy to do video editing. Yeah. Number two, it requires quite a bit of planning and all. I decided to go ahead with that because a lot of people are like saying, yeah, my streams are good at teaching, but they're long. And I kind of agree, yeah, because every time I see a tutorial above 5 minutes, I go like, do I really want to click it?
Even 5 minutes though.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, like, most people's attention span, including myself, is like, if you see like 20 minutes tutorial, go like, do I really want to click this? And it's less scary to see like 10 5 minute tutorials than one hour tutorial. Yeah. Like, what I feel is if I'm going to teach someone, or if I'm going to teach like, classes and all, I want everything to be in like 5 minutes. I'll try to be as close to 5 minutes as possible. Yeah. And then if you want to learn the next step, just go to the next video. The advantage of this actually is you can pause. When you can. Yeah, because when you're learning something, you don't want to like, how long am I going to sit here and learn this thing? Yeah. If I spit in for you, it's actually more digestible. And the best part, is when sometimes you make a mistake. Yeah. I mean, this is something I realized in 2D, and then I can't remember the person's channel. Yeah. I mean, Royal Skies, yes. Yeah. So, what I love about his channel is sometimes you're doing 3D. For me, I was doing 3D, and then I go like, oops, I just forgot this one step. I'm not gonna like scrub through a 1 hour tutorial to find out that one step is gonna be like pain. So instead, I actually find his 2 minutes videos like super useful because they're like, alright, everything you need is within 2 minutes. Majority of his videos, and just go in. Yes, this is just that one step. Yeah, and don't have to like search a whole 9 yards for like 1 hour for like 10 seconds of content. Yeah.
Wait, let me just debug.
Yeah.
Your model.
Oh no! I'm using invisible.
Yes, you're turning into a ghost cat.
Yes.
Since the OBS has crashed, pop-up has popped. It has not pop has came out. Let me quickly reset OBS. Hopefully it gets better.
Okay. Got it.
We'll be quickly back. All right, we are back once again. OBS tends to crash. If it were just the Wi-Fi crashing, I could just simply ara and it will be back. But then, well,
if OBS crashes, you can't ara OBS. You have to like bonk the OBS. Yeah.
if I actually had like a virtual hammer, that would be nice. You just bonk it right there. Also, let me just quickly greet the chat. Welcome, Matakai. Got the feeling of deja vu now.
Hello, Soul of Swords.
Hello, Soul of Swords as well.
Yeah.
But yes, tech issues is definitely a huge annoying thing, which I'm sure is also somewhat prevalent in Live 2D and 3D because there might have been times where the application crashed while making a model like that.
Exactly. Actually, that happens so often to the point that I actually have this habit of control save as. Okay, like I do the save as when it's save, just in case the file gets corrupted. I can like backtrack. Yeah.
Oh, this. Okay, it seems like my chat is also
Yeah.
a bit wonky, so
Oh no!
let me do the fun thing where I, of course, I cut the URL. I changed the URL into google.com.
Mhm.
It's a fun thing, and it does work. Then I
Yeah,
change it
totally.
back into the URL, the chat box URL. It's interesting though. It's interesting. Let me just quickly test it. Hopefully,
OBS is weird.
there are really. If it's just my settings, I could just fix it afterwards. But then yes, OBS can be weird, but it's much better than Streamlabs OBS.
Streamlabs is pain, yeah.
Streamlabs is definitely much more of a pain.
Yes,
Okay,
yes, Asuka. Yes, hi, yeah.
welcome Asu. How are you doing? But yes, I still remember the last time we collabed. I was using Streamlabs at the time, but then
Yeah.
thankfully, right, when I actually finally downloaded Steam because and I tried the Live TD model that you made, as well as the Streamlabs, it ended up lagging so much.
Yeah, because Streamlabs is actually really, really bloated for software, yeah. So, I'll say that Streamlabs is really, really good if, let's say, you're like, I need to do something fast. I need to have all my functions all in instantly, minimal setup. I think Streamlabs is actually really, really good in that aspect, yeah. Because they actually have a lot of functions auto installed, but that's also Streamlabs' biggest problem, yeah, because they have way too much installed in there to the point that even if you don't need it, it's there. Yeah, and that becomes a problem. Whereas OBS is just the bare bones, yeah, and if you need anything, it's called do it yourself, yeah.
It is great though, like with OBS, once you learn it, there's like so much things you can apparently do with OBS because it's like if you actually have things that you have to start from scratch, there's so much things you could do. It's like the difference between what's the best term?
Android and an iPhone.
Yes, though I do prefer my iPhone.
Yeah.
But what can you do with the Android? Just curious, because like
you can basically install custom APK files, yeah. You can basically customize everything.
That is
just like OBS. You can't do that in Apple, yeah.
I still remember okay, this is a bit bad. I'm going to say this live though. Is when I still remember playing Minecraft without paying for it.
No, it's just unlimited free trial version. There's nothing wrong with it, okay?
Yeah, unlimited free Remember, kids don't pirate. Also, from Asu, hello, creator of the Nasi Lemak VTuber.
Yeah.
An ambassador for the Malaysian tourism and a pro wrestler, such a Chad. What?
Yes, yeah, he is a chat.
Did she say?
Yeah. Yes, I seen yeah.
OBS is a blank canvas, very flexible. Yes, correct. There's a lot of things you could do with OBS. Just that the only thing I wish is for it to stop crashing. Piracy is a crime. You need to be sent to jail for it. How do I say? In that case, that means all the people that made YouTube tutorials on how to pirate GTA 5 can probably. But then once again, I did get GTA 5 for free. Once again, thank you very much, Epic Games. We're not sponsored by them though. But yes, free stuff is nice. I won't.
Definitely, yeah.
Which is why, like, did you play Fall Guys by chance?
Yes, I do play Fall Guys last time. I know it's now free for everyone.
That was the reason why I downloaded it.
I played it when it was not free. Yeah. I mean, there are a lot of changes from what I see, and mostly I think the biggest change is they have changed the monetization system to like sell costume packs and everything. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
You know
Actually,
what?
I think in a way it's
Mm.
good, but at the same time, there's also this group of people where they used to like go around like, hey, I earned this costume because it was only you only get crowns solely by winning. You get a different currency by buying currency. Yeah, so it becomes very like uh they no longer have that split currency. It becomes,
Mm.
hey, I'm just gonna buy everything. I don't have to earn it. Yeah, I feel like people who love to like show off that, hey, I'm actually like special. I can earn this. I can earn that. Yeah, no
Mm.
longer have that special thing in them. Yeah, I feel they
Ah.
should still at least keep like that trophy versus
Mm.
the I can pay to trophy.
Mm.
Yeah. Hmm. And I expect. I think it's a bit. I won't say upsetting, but I think it can be demoralizing for some people who actually grind it. Yeah, because that's the main thing I see around. For friend who actually plays like Fall Guys and he's like hogging all the crowns all the time. Yeah, and like, and it's like,
Ah.
no, the crowns are no longer the key feature. Then yeah, the crowns are
Mm.
just you can buy almost everything. Yeah, so it's like oh.
That is sad, to be honest. I definitely get
Hmm.
that. Because it takes away like the fun of trying to
Hmm.
like grind for something or like
Hmm.
ex. Mm.
I think there should be a good mix of cash shop items yeah, and grindable items yeah.
Yeah, I
I don't think it
agree.
should just be pure like cash shop only yeah. Hmm.
I,
But then again, I have to admit that the grindable items can be a pain as well because I got 0 crowns.
no worries.
I've never won a game.
No worries. It do
So
be like
if
that.
you never won, yes, yeah, because if you never won a game, yeah, you will never have a crown. And if you never have a crown, then yeah, in that aspect, you kind of. I mean, they've make it in a way where you have to win the crown to get certain things, yeah. But that's also really tough for some people, yeah.
It
So,
is.
maybe their complaint was, we can't gather. Can we pay for it, yeah? And then it evolved from that. So yeah.
Ah, well,
Hmm.
yeah. There's definitely two sides to the story.
That's a thing, yeah. Hmm. And of course, vision sounds better for developer pay.
Mm, mm, mm.
Hmm.
I
You see,
mean,
yeah.
there's a lot of those, like with. I think you can see that more in like mobile games. The free quote unquote free to play, but then like you could definitely see a lot of monetization, like ways to get money, cash grabs, basically.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
Hmm.
But yes.
I find that when it comes to like games like other like Fall Guys and all, so long you don't get special effects from the costumes, I think that's fine.
Mm-mm.
I think it's only bad when your pay to win stuff is literally putting you an advantage over other players. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a bit too much. Yeah.
Ah, the pay to win. Oh, that pay to win thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a huge issue.
Pay to look good, I find it's fine, but pay to win is nah. I think that's too much. Yeah.
Talking
It
about,
spoils the game. Hmm.
it's not just spoiling the game. It's like for some folks that don't really know how to manage money, right? Have you watched the one video where apparently a person like spent around like 70K USD on FGO?
Yes. And then we have people who spend like money till their parents go broke for Genshin recently as well.
Wait,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. Basically they drain their parents' bank and then yeah.
In that case, I'm glad that I didn't play Genshin or start Genshin. I mean, I won't lie. The voice actress or the voice actors are
Mhm,
impressive. The art is impressive. The design is impressive.
mhm.
But I am not going to play Genshin because it will spend up too much of my time. I'm not that free to play Genshin. And well, as you mentioned, Kochi, I don't want to waste my money on getting a waifu online. As nice as that would be. As nice as that would be. Also, good luck, have fun. Thank you very much, Hijiri Gen. Hijiri Gen actually also created another avatar. Like based on this avatar, he created like a wrapped up version of a nasi lemak.
Nice.
Though I would say that the avatar that gets memed a lot of all my avatars. Oh man, you're becoming a rainbow cat.
Oh no, what's wrong? What's wrong?
It's fun, but actually this one's not that bad. It actually looks pretty decent.
It looks interesting. What?
It's like a different skin. We were just talking about skins in Fall Guys, so we just like got a free skin.
Yes, yeah.
Valorant also big in microtransactions and Apex.
Exactly, but are they like game breaking transactions? Yeah, and I think to me is if it's just skins, I don't think it's an issue. Yeah, but I think like I don't know, I've seen clips of like Fortnite where Spider-Man can use the web and all. Yeah, is that even like a fair gameplay anymore? Yeah,
No,
especially like in a battle royale. Yeah,
no,
you see what I
not.
mean? Alright, so yeah. That's why I feel like it's no longer a good sign, yeah?
It's like saying that you have a teleport skill if you have a skin and then you just teleport to the. This is of course not going to happen. Hopefully, but if you could just immediately teleport to the end, that would be a huge cheat.
It's just something I find can be pretty bad sometimes, yeah.
The Mamak style is falling apart. What?
Yeah. Mamak style doesn't have good internet, yeah.
No worries. Internet can be. Internet can be an interesting thing. I'll say Wi-Fi is nice, but then sometimes Wi-Fi can be a bit wonky.
Yeah.
But yes, it's all good. But then the comment about Mamak style is falling apart. To be honest, there will probably be a renovation. Most likely, I will end up renovating my setup once we hit episode 100.
And that's like many episodes away.
Yeah. That's why it's like because someone is currently helping me out with thumbnail and then like the intro outros. Like this is nice and all. I won't lie. This is nice and all, but long term using like a.
It's time for an upgrade, yeah.
Yes, it's time for an upgrade.
Yeah.
But yes, we'll just call it as a renovation. Who knows? Renovation.
When is renovation starting? They had to set the construction signs, yeah. They have to apply for renovation permits.
Wait, that's actually a good idea. I think like relatively like when I'm about to get like my new background and like that, I should actually put like renovation or like the construction signs in this not with the guests because the guests will be like, why are you bringing me to this like currently renovating area? That would really look bad. I mean,
Yes, yeah. Renovations.
It's fun, but yes, this is the power of the internet. You could find a random image that you could
and just slap it there.
Technically, that's my entire setup. Find something random and then just slap it in there. Please don't do that. Actually. Which is why I have to really admire your setup actually.
Danny.
Yeah, it really looks nice.
I like that. It's just slowly putting a lot of things together. Yeah.
Because your background is really nice. One thing I'll say.
Oh, my background is Animal Crossing. Yeah. Besides design my room, Animal Crossing, take a screenshot, and I'm done.
Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should just put in Genshin Impact and then just whoosh.
You can design on rooms in Genshin Impact, so that isn't too bad. Yeah.
I'll just make sure Zhongli is in the background so I can just catch it. Hey, look,
Oh, before I can put Zhongli in the background, I need to roll for Zhongli. So Miho, you'll be taking your money first.
No worries. I'll just ask my friend who has Zhongli. Like, hey, can you make sure you have like Zhongli facing there, and then like have the other characters just like right there, like drinking tea, and then that'll be nice.
Yeah.
That was an interesting transition.
Oh no! What's happening?
No worries. Just quickly transition and then fade
it off. Yes. Yeah.
But.
Oh yeah, so should we get back to live today?
Yeah. I was about to say that. But yeah, let's actually talk about 3D this time. If I may ask, what inspired you to get into 3D? Because if I remember correctly, you were focusing a lot on like 2D, and then it just seemed like off the blue.
Actually, 2D. My focus is still on 2D. I got into 3D mostly because I just wanted to see how things was like on the inside and play with a bit of VR. Mostly the VR stuff, yeah. And then, which is why all my 3D models only work on VR chat, because that was the only thing I bothered to learn, yeah. If that makes absolutely a lot of sense, yeah. Like, the only reason why I have a 3D model is because VR chat, and that's it, yeah.
Hey, no worries. You gotta respect VR chat. I mean, like, I think it was the last podcast we were also talking about VR chat quite a bit. If I may ask, what's your favorite part of VR chat? Or your favorite memory from VR chat?
Favorite part of VR chat? Meeting new people, and just hanging out. Yes, yeah. I mean, exploring new worlds is also fun. Yes, yeah, but I'll say that the most important thing is playing with friends, yeah, because exploring worlds alone is kind of lonely. Yeah. Yes, yeah.
Also, Asu over here has just said Uganda, which is of course referring to the famous Ugandan Knuckles meme back in the 20s.
Yes, do you know that way?
Do you know?
Yes, yeah.
If I ever decide to play VR chat and just like see that, I'll be super smug.
I find that when it comes to VR chat, there is like no limit, but also a lot of limit at the same time, yeah. Because the biggest issue with VR chat is there is no like standard setup, yeah. So basically, there are some really, really nice worlds, but they are poorly optimized. And there's really nice worlds that are like just so well done, yeah. So I know there's like no standard to how it's done, since everything is also fan created, yeah. However, lately there's like I think a lot of issues with the VR chat update or something like that, yeah.
If I remember correctly, one other thing that VR chat has is VCat 5 or like the VCats.
Oh yes, those events are nice. Those virtual events, it's nice to visit those and have fun in those, yeah. Yeah. And the game, so it's more fun with friends, yeah.
That's definitely interesting.
Yeah. I mean, being able to visit convention with friends around the world without having to buy an aeroplane ticket and the comfort of your room, I think that's not too bad a deal, yeah.
I think that would be something interesting to try out. Like, I wouldn't mind trying out, like, probably throwing something on VR chat, but then I would of course have to learn how to do it. But yeah, it's interesting. It's definitely interesting. Even in fact, Asu over here actually had a interesting moment singing Padoru Padoru while in VR chat.
Hey.
He was having a happy time, I'll say. And he's responding with oi oi oi. I'm guessing he was like, we don't. Oh god, I knew that.
interview.
Alright, we're back. Once again, OBS crashed. But then, yes. We were talking about, like, how... we were talking about, like, VR chat was really fun. It's really fun to hang out with friends in the game.
Yes, yeah, definitely. You thought your internet died. Yeah, internet can die quite easily. Yeah. Yeah.
Also, another thing to note is whenever my
Oh no. Mysterio is dying for me. I can hear Mysterio. Hi. Hi. Yes, yeah. Hi.
I was actually explaining why my mic didn't work.
It was muted?
No, it wasn't muted. So... Wait.
You see it. Was your mic muted or something? Yeah.
So when my mic disconnects, since I do have a USB mic now, I have to go into settings.
Restart the audio engine.
And then restart.
Or something,
yeah. Unfortunately, this is one thing I hope if Discord, I doubt Discord will say this, but then please change it so if my mic reconnects, I don't actually have to, in a call, I don't have to reset it again. That or I don't have to leave and enter.
Yes, yeah.
Discord, please.
Oh well, Discord. Yeah. Oh well, it is what it is, yeah.
Yeah, it is what it is.
And don't complain if you don't pay for Nitro.
Wait, did you have Nitro or?
Nope. I'm just saying don't complain if you don't pay for Nitro because right? We didn't pay for this.
It is true. We are doing this for free. I mean, free is great unless someone decides to simple us and give us Nitro. Then yes.
Yes, yeah. If we have Nitro, we should have access to the complaint section. Yeah.
If they don't have access to the complaint section, I would actually be surprised, to be honest.
Actually, they don't. Yeah, they just like, okay, Nitro get extra features, but we don't really get to scream at developers. Yes, yeah.
Wait, what do you mean? Damn, Mysterio got burnt to a crisp. What happened?
Yanni? I didn't burn Mysterio at all, yeah.
we what? No, we're just saying that we don't have Nitro. Is that a big thing?
Yes, yeah. I have no idea.
I've actually never thought that Nitro was a big thing though. I don't know what's the purpose of Nitro, to be honest.
Actually, the only reason why I want Nitro is the number of servers I can join.
That is actually true.
That's the only thing that... Yeah, 100 at first seems like, okay, 100 is fine. Then I realized, wait, 100 is definitely not enough, yeah. And then I realized if I get Nitro, 200 will not be enough, yeah. Do I need to get Nitro?
That's true. Because, like, no matter what, I think it's already coded that way because Discord would most likely, the entire server would crash if you have more than 200. If everyone had more than 200.
Exactly, yeah.
And
Nitro coming. Hunter coming. I was thinking
hello, Hunter Okami. Wait, you know Hunter Okami?
Yes, yeah. Yeah. Yes, the world is small, okay? Yes, yeah.
I mean, the
world is only one Earth big.
I know Hunter Okami because he supports like almost everyone.
Yes, yeah.
That's crazy though. Hunter Okami is that everyone knows.
Yeah. Okay.
In that case, probably this would.
Yeah. We'll talk about 3D or something. Yeah?
Yes, 3D.
Okay. Yeah, VR chat and then VR chat walls. What's next?
In that case, if I may ask, what apps do you use for 3D? Do you use Blender? Do you use Vroid or?
Okay. For 3D, I mostly use Blender and Cinema 4D and Unity. Yes. The reason why I actually have like a mix of softwares, mostly the Blender and the Cinema 4D part here is Cinema 4D is really terrible at doing organic and character stuff here. So I do those in Blender. At the same time, Blender also has a lot of features for like VR chat stuff because it's open source here, so they can put in all the plugins there. Alright, yeah, and then for me, the reason why I use Cinema 4D is really good at geometrical shapes for like structural building. You're building props, you're building furniture, houses, and all. I can say Cinema 4D does a way better job than Blender, yeah. So I mean, both can technically do the same thing. It's just why make it struggle with the software that can't do the job better. So I might as well just do in two softwares and just transfer it back and forth. Yeah.
I definitely get you on that.
Yeah.
Even though I don't do 3D.
It's like, why are you trying to do like design in like a poster design in Microsoft Word where you have PowerPoint? Yeah.
I for some reason I could try to imagine someone trying to do that.
Yeah, but PowerPoint makes more sense, yeah. And why are you typing a Word document in PowerPoint? Well, it'll look a lot easier and easier managed in words, yeah. Yeah, so that's the kind of difference I see. I mean, they both can do the same thing. It's just one makes more sense than the other, yeah.
That definitely makes sense. In that case, if I may ask, which one would you say you prefer more? Like after working with both 2D, Live 2D and 3D.
2D.
That was quick.
I'm still floating on the 2D side, yeah.
Is there a reason?
I'll say that she's because I'm more comfortable with 2D to begin with already, yeah. And there's less troubleshooting because the reason why I don't take in 3D commissions is because I have not went a single project without having to look for a solution. And it's always okay, something crashed, something is not working, I'm in trouble, Tasukete kudasai, yeah. And then start going online, looking at asking the forums, how do I solve this problem? How do I solve that problem? I've never had like 100% a problem-free run. Whereas Live 3D, I've come to the point where it's a majority problem-free run, and me looking for help is like very rare. You see, in fact, it's mostly people coming to me for help.
That is true. Like, you have definitely gained a reputation on that, I would say.
Yes, yeah. So, in that aspect, I'll say that I'm definitely more comfortable with 2D at the moment. I also haven't really like. To be fair, I have not spent like as much hours in 3D compared to 2D as well. So definitely experience does make a huge difference then, yeah. It's like, sometimes I was like asking Gordon Ramsay whether he prefer to cook a steak or if he prefer to cook mee siam.
Yes. Mee siam, of course.
I definitely go for steak because it's his cup of meal. But for us, mee siam is the way to go.
I love mee siam, so of course that will earn like my highest. It's funny enough, I actually dropped with Gordon Ramsay recently. It's weird.
Yeah.
But one thing though is just in yes, I definitely do agree with Honto coming on this. Yes, Kochi is really talented.
Meow.
Like to
I'm
be
not
honest,
so. I'm just grinding. Yes. Yeah.
I mean, to be able to create this model, like if I remember watching the recaps, this model was created in less than an hour actually.
Yeah, because it was actually very simple. This was a simple raid. Yes, yeah.
Yet there's a lot of people that admire the creativity of this model, to be honest.
I mean, that's how it is, right? We just make things move.
It was so random, like out of the blue. I was
Yes,
joking
yeah.
about like, oh, nasi lemak avatar, and then meanwhile, Kochi just less than an hour.
Yes, yeah. Hmm.
And of course, another the world is small moment actually also showed up when like Momohiro Kohi also like commented. I was like, wait, Kohi knows Kochi as well. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
hmm.
Uh, yeah. The world is really, really small, yeah. Quiz 描什么 small, yeah. Yeah.
But dang, once again, I'll say it's impressive. Now let's actually swap a bit. Let's talk more about the streaming side. Also, if I may ask, how much time do you have left? Because, I would like your.
I have the whole afternoon.
In this case, we'll be doing an endurance stream, and this will last like till 7 p.m.
Let's go, yeah.
Once again, let's just see as we go, lah.
Yep.
I'm also on the streaming side. Recently I did see that you participated in the Bilibili V Creators.
Yes, the Bilibili streaming, yeah.
And I just wanted to.
Okay, here are my thoughts on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks for reading my mind.
Okay, so with regards to Bilibili, yeah, I'll say that it's definitely alright, maybe I might want to talk a bit about Twitch and YouTube first, yeah. That might make more sense, yeah. So when it comes to like Twitch and YouTube, even till today, yeah, I prefer the Twitch streaming environment. Definitely, yeah, because there's a lot of things in Twitch that, as much as Twitch is still giving problems to like 99% of the users who are not called Pokey. Okay, anyways, yeah.
You could feel free to name call. Feel free to name call.
You know, the people who know. Okay, anyways, yeah.
Yes.
Alright, so the thing is, while Twitch does have its fair share of problems, I think the biggest strength in Twitch is its legacy right now, yeah. There's a lot of legacy things. I'm not talking about discoverability. Okay, discoverability in Twitch is still a disaster zone, yeah.
Oh.
But I'm talking about if you're talking about the streaming experience, the technical setup. I think Twitch is actually the best so far. You don't have a lot of complicated things to set up, like in YouTube. You know, before you start a YouTube stream, you need to set up the link. You need to set up the you need to set up links. You need to set up your thumbnails. You need to set up all this rather complex stuff for a beginner. And for a long time streamer, it becomes like thumbnails again.
No worries.
Whereas whereas when it comes to like Twitch, you just go hit live, and then you don't have to bother that your chat is changed. And then your chat link doesn't change for Twitch. Yeah, YouTube, you might have to fix your chat box quite often sometimes. Yeah, for YouTube, because for Twitch they all take on a standard link, yeah. For Twitch, so just have one chat link, and it's always a chat link no matter which stream it is, yeah. Whereas on YouTube, a chat link when you pop out is actually different. So if you're trying to do special frames and all, it can become a problem sometimes, yeah. So in the aspect, I'll say that Twitch got that part down pretty neatly. And the biggest reason for you to panic, okay, when your YouTube stream ends, if you don't fix it fast enough, it ends and it becomes the next stream. Yes, yeah.
Thankfully,
when the YouTube thing.
Thankfully, I didn't link my OBS to end when YouTube ends.
Okay, yeah.
So I have to start, and end. So save.
No more chat moving around, exactly. So actually Twitch in that aspect is way better. Twitch in terms of like the emotes, the Basically, the entire subsystem, I think it's a lot better for a user experience.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say so for the streamer experience, but generally to build a community there, it's a lot more interactive. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then the downsides of Twitch, we will definitely talk about discoverability
Mm-hmm.
and the weird fact that they ask you to be exclusive even though you are a affiliate. Even though I will just say that hack that contract and just sign the affiliate and just multi-stream to both YouTube and Twitch. That's the best way. Yeah.
I like how you're just casually telling folks to look the other way. Yes.
Because I did it a lot of times as well when I feel like, okay, I want to do something on YouTube. All right, for me, YouTube is. I want my YouTube streams to be more professional looking, yeah, which is why I do have a different style of streams on YouTube where I like try to keep them organized. If not, most of the time my YouTube streams are just kind of like whatever. And my Twitch streams are whatever. I'm not gonna care about do I look good or what. I'm just gonna go on stream. I can just go like for like 10 minutes and say I'm out of energy for 10 minutes. I'll not do that on YouTube.
That's interesting.
So yeah, because on Twitch definitely it's a lot more relaxed. It's a lot more I say Twitch is a very informal place, yeah, which has its strengths and weaknesses. On YouTube we go full informal. Hey, maybe it's because of my channel branding. I don't think I look good, yeah, because I'm like posting out tutorials there. Imagine having like 3 tutorials and then you have one of me going
I would definitely subscribe to that. I mean, not subscribe. I'll join the membership.
I'll definitely need to do probably a second channel for YouTube. So understand that YouTube is good because and I can build a branding on YouTube very easily. But building that same branding on Twitch can be a bit iffy because you don't have any content to really build yourself on. As always growing outside of the platform, yeah.
Someone's recommending
you. In terms of user friendliness, and if you're just having fun, I think Twitch is more fun than YouTube.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
I'll definitely try it out.
Because Twitch there's no music issues. Okay, I mean there are music issues, but you know what I mean. And you can just go there and let's put it this way. A lot of even the biggest Twitch streamers, okay, yeah, their main content is called watch YouTube videos. Try doing that on YouTube, yeah.
I did that and I instantly got a warning.
Exactly the point, yeah. So you see, you can just go to Twitch and watch YouTube, and that's your content.
Thank you, Twitch, in that case.
I know it's. So I'll say that maybe your podcast you can keep it on YouTube. If you watch videos and just comment on it, throw that to Twitch. Yeah.
I might
but that also becomes Twitch takes from because you might do what?
I might do behind the scenes stuff on Twitch though, to be honest. So like without the model and then just
Yeah. In fact, it's so casual to the point I fix my OBS on stream sometimes.
You know what's funny? I do that like on YouTube. I do that on YouTube.
Yeah. I mean, YouTube is the only platform that makes sense. Yeah, but for me, because I have 2 platforms, it's kind of how I keep it separate in a way. Yes, yeah. Alright, but then we are down to the one that you asked about, Bilibili, right?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. So now we've talked about a bit about YouTube and Bilibili for me. Twitch is my casual place. YouTube is my a bit more formal place. And so when I did the Bilibili thing, I'll say first of all, I was actually quite open about this portion. There are some things I won't say, but one thing I'm pretty open about is I'm very upset about the fact that my viewers can only watch my Bilibili streams on the mobile app. And I think that is a very huge problem here.
Definitely.
Because let's say most of our viewers, yes, we do have a lot of mobile, we do have a lot on like their phones watching us, yeah.
Mm.
However, there's also a huge portion of viewers who watch us on the computer, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing about watching someone on the computer is you can watch 10 streams at the same time, yeah, because tabs exist.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the biggest issue with, I find that when it comes to it is only on the app, and the app you have to download the APK for countries outside Southeast Asia. Most countries outside Southeast Asia. Yeah. So it becomes a very, very huge issue of I have people who want to support me, but they either have an iPhone or they are just very wary of APKs. Yeah, I mean it's correct to be wary about APKs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah, but definitely, yeah. When it comes to APKs and all, I think APKs is not a solution for something that is not on the Google Play Store. It's yeah. And it's really the inconvenience that really causes a lot of it's hard to bring in your existing viewers over here. At the same time, gaining new viewers there is also possible, but I don't know. Chat there hasn't been very good, and for those who are like thinking, oh, Bilibili is a China website. Yes and no, yeah. As a Bilibili, I was almost on the English Bilibili side, yeah, where it's actually running completely different from the China side, yeah. So I can't speak for the China side. I've heard better things for the China side actually, yeah. But for the English side, it's still in this very early stage of development. It feels like a open beta at the moment, yeah. So if you're seeking to grow there, for a platform with like zero traction at the moment, I'll say it's a good place to start and build a foundation because there's definitely lesser crowd, yeah. However, things like chat, things like emotes, things like basically everything that we consider like a basic live streaming setup is kind of lacking from there at the moment, yeah.
Yeah. I definitely agree with you on that side. And not only that, one thing I did was I did end up checking Bilibili. I can't download the app because I'm from the States. So
yeah, so this is what I mean.
but I do use the actual CN Bilibili from time to time, and I'll straight up say no offense, no offense, of course, to the EN side of Bilibili, but I will say that the CN Bilibili is much better in my opinion.
Yeah,
it looks more professional.
But definitely, okay. Yeah, the EN side feels like it's ancient YouTube. Yeah, it's so bad. Okay, to the point that you can try looking up Sonic 2 reviews. You can find like a full 2-hour review of Sonic 2. Let's just give us that. And we figure what's a 2-hour review of Sonic 2 the movie that is 2 hours long, yeah. Yeah.
Wait, on Bilibili?
Yeah, on the English Bilibili, yeah. Just look it up, yeah. That's how mature the website is at the moment, yeah.
Maybe I should do a Twitch. That should be my very first Twitch stream.
So yes, you can check out. Oh, but at the same time, Bilibili English has legal and free anime. Well, they actually have a schedule and they work with the anime studio to publish there like on the same day release. Yeah.
In that case, I would say Bilibili Ian is doing good in some parts. It's interesting though.
Yeah, in that aspect. Yeah. Yes, yeah. But definitely, I'll say that it's not a platform if you want to have instant growth and all. Yeah. Right now, I'll say that from what I see, the Indonesian side is pretty strong on the Bilibili Dania, but some of Indonesian side they are it's pretty weak then at the moment. Yeah.
If I remember correctly, the Indonesian streaming community though they network. They're quite close, if I remember correctly. Like the communities are actually quite.
Yeah, they are very close. Yeah.
Because comparative to the Malaysian, like I know Singapore does have its own community. But I'm not sure.
I think Malaysia is better than Singapore.
Oh, if that's the case in Singapore.
Yes, yeah.
In that case, I would be interested to see how it's like, but it's good that you guys have your own communities in that sense.
And definitely there is a good of course definitely there's a good community in Singapore, yeah, but generally I'll say Malaysia community is more tight knit. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, like with the Malaysian.
No, I'm wearing a hat to cover 1 year wild rose. Yes, yeah. You know, left ears are lewd. You're not supposed to show left ears. Yeah.
Wait, what's the thing with left ears are lewd, if I may ask?
And then left ears are lewd, okay? Look at every successful VTuber, they loot themselves by showing off their left ears.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I have.
All of them, yeah. Do you not see the common factor among all the successful VTubers, yeah? They show left ears.
Wait. That one I actually never. Wait, what? Really? Either I'm being super gullible right now. Wait. Can you please give me the context of that?
Left ears are lewd, okay? You cannot show left ears, alright, yeah?
Wait. Is there some 18 plus?
They're extremely lewd. Yes, yeah, left ears are lewd. That's all you need to know. Don't show left ear TOS.
Do I have to actually go onto Google and search it up? Wait, actually, let me Google.
Yeah, just trust me. Yes, yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to Bing it. What does it mean when your left ear's hurt? What does it mean when my left ear is ringing? Right ear versus left ear. Positive. What is the spiritual meaning of your left earring? Oh my god. Fun moments. Also, yes, as usual, welcome Wild Rose and welcome Meowcat Max. I did see that you wanted to eat the eggs, aka the eyes.
Yeah. And don't worry, those eggs have been there for like at least a year, so it's pretty fresh, yeah.
That is true. Yeah, wait. When was this model created? Let me just double check on YouTube.
It's pretty long.
It's more than a year. I know it was most likely in November. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me double check. Because I remember Kochi was one of the first peoples that I've actually collabed with. Okay, I have to mute this or else we'll get to see like an old. So it was November 27th, 2020 or November 28th on Kochi's side.
Oh yeah, definitely over a year now.
Yeah, it's like probably long. Yeah, more than a year and a half.
Yeah. Time flies, yeah.
Time really flies like crazy fast.
I know, right? It's almost 2 years. Yeah.
I mean, 2 years have passed like since almost 2 years have passed since I started. Even like if I remember correctly, my very first video was. This is bad because I actually never celebrate my anniversary. August 24th. If I had to do something for it, sure, why not? Yeah, August 24th was when I started. So 20 days from now. 20 days from now would be.
Oh no! You'll be 2 years old.
Yes, I'll be 2 years old. My voice is already this semi deep, but I'm 2 years old.
Yeah.
So she's an almost Kaji. I see.
Hmm?
I think this.
Nani?
I think that's a Skyrim reference, probably, or like. Hmm.
Hmm.
But yes, that's actually interesting though. Like the differences between Twitch, YouTube, and Bilibili. Like you're the second person that actually, or probably third person that recommended Twitch, because last episode we had.
I wouldn't really say I would recommend Twitch. Yeah, I feel that they are just very different. Think of Twitch as the Wild West and YouTube as the very nice country near with very strict regulations with police that are bribed by people that you don't see near.
I see, I see. So all you need to
I
do
mean,
is give them copy money, right?
I'm not even sure because I don't even know who was getting bribed near. I mean the corporate system in YouTube is like in a mess, yeah. And they have a very bad way of like, solving corporate issues. On Twitch, they are not even solving the corporate issue. Yes, and so yeah, I guess it's whichever evil is better for you, yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
What's comes to worst? Just hop onto Nico Nico Dog.
I'll say they actually just do multi-streaming, yeah. While it's technically illegal on Twitch, I don't really see them doing much about it, yeah. I mean, I do understand where they're coming from with the multi-stream, because if let's say you're holding esports tournament, I mean you definitely want to like keep people on your platform, yeah. And back then in the past there was only Twitch and only Twitch, yeah. So they kind of like just threw all of that into their TOS because there's really no competition back then, yeah. However, when YouTube came, I feel that it's probably an old rule that it's pretty hard to maintain, when you have like 1,000 streamers versus you have like a few million streamers, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely they won't be able to do a lot of those stuff, yeah.
Also, thanks for joining, Asu. Have fun touching grass.
Alright, see ya, Asunya.
But yeah, talking about restreaming though, I think it'll be fun. Well, I don't know if I could do it on my laptop, but I think it'll be interesting trying to restream in like as many platforms as possible.
Yeah, that will actually be good, yeah, because I mean, in a sense, you do one stream, but you have outreach on more than one platform. And that's what I feel about multi-streaming. Is the more you can multi-stream, the better it is. But if you grow bigger, it's gonna get harder to manage with chat, yeah. And then you start to like see which community do you want to drop in the end, yeah, because it's very hard to pull people from YouTube to Twitch and from Twitch to YouTube, yeah.
I agree. I was strongly against Twitch for the longest time.
So just generally very, very difficult to bring people back and forth, yeah. And even if they use both platforms, chances of them actually wanting to like, go on both platforms and do stuff, yeah, it's kind of a bit hard.
That is true.
It's really, really tough to convince people to move around, yeah. I mean, generally, it's just gonna be such, yeah. So I'll say, don't think too much about platform. Whichever fits you the best, just go there, yeah. But if you want to watch YouTube videos and just commentate without the fear of getting struck down by YouTube bots, then just go to Twitch, yeah.
Yeah, I think that'll be interesting. In that case, probably.
Yeah.
Probably, I'm not sure. I'll probably bring up the idea as a joke, but try out a YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Bilibili, Nico Nico Dog, all the other streaming sites. Restream. It'll be fun. I'll just.
Stream.io has so much options, yeah.
Really? Though one thing I can say though about Bilibili, I probably most likely wouldn't be able to do it because I wouldn't want to take a picture of myself with a passport.
Oh, that's an EM Bilibili. Yes, yeah. There's a China Bilibili. The EN Bilibili, you don't have to do that, yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah, you don't have to do that.
Wait, then what do you need to do to?
No, for EN, no. For CN, yes.
Wait, have you created a CN account before? Or?
I've created CN account before. CN, I think they might need some verifications here, but EN, there's no verifications.
Really? That's actually interesting.
Yeah, because EN's HQ is not in China.
Wait,
they're not where is EN HQ? Malaysia.
Wait, really?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, I actually didn't know that until just.
EN's HQ is in Malaysia, yes. So and expect yeah, you can expect Malaysian level of security and service. Okay.
I like how you're saying this. It definitely. In that case,
it's fine. It's fine. It's just that
no worries, it's Malaysian standards lah. Malaysian standards, peak Malaysian standards.
Like you know what I mean? Yeah, like there's just some things you don't expect of what you call. Oh, okay. Let's just I won't name the other countries here, but there's some countries where you call their help desk, they just shut you down at 5 p.m. straight. Yeah. And they say, okay, I'm off work. If they're like solving your technical problem halfway, they like leave you hanging there. I'm like, what? Yeah, at 5 p.m. I'm going off. Bye bye. And the end.
So I'm guessing Malaysian time also does apply to this.
Yeah, Malaysian time applies to it. Yeah, so they only assist you during office hours. But the person that was assigned to us was pretty hardworking, so she kind of worked till about 11 p.m. Still replying messages. Yeah. But
you're talking about the person that has been like
Ian, Ian, yeah.
Yeah, that person I'll definitely respect. They definitely do respond to all the messages.
They really respond when they are awake, yeah. But they will only things like when you say okay, we need to solve technical problems and all, she can't help because she's not the technical person, yeah. She's like, okay, I have to wait for my technician to come back to office.
No worries.
And then their lunchtime just seems suspiciously long. That's all I can say.
I'm going to mute my I shouldn't. I think it's more so like the work culture of Singapore compared to Malaysia. Singapore is a bit more how do I say, more scheduled, more
hardworking. Yeah. I'll say scheduled to the point that sometimes I'm like, do you not bother that we are doing a lot of like OT and on, yeah? Okay, so do you know that sometimes we have people talking about what's it called? They talk about crunch time, crunch periods during game development and on, yeah. So they're like saying, okay, so crunch period is like they have to work OT, sometimes no extra pay, work over the weekends. Okay, yeah. And they do say that, and then they are made to work longer hours. They have shorter lunch breaks, or they end up eating in the office and on, yeah. And then it started to make me think. Every single job I have done in Singapore, yeah, is pretty much we're always overtime. And always a crunch period. We are always and then like we are in this permanent crunch hour. And then we hear people, game companies should stop doing this crunch and all this. I'm like, and Singapore is not just a game company, it's every industry is crunch hour.
Yes.
Wait, is that a problem? To me, I'm like, sometimes I listen to it, I was like, wait, this is like our daily lives?
I mean, I think it's because of like the influence of Lee Kuan Yew on like the politics, and then of course the politics does transition in like how the society was created, like, and like of course how the kids were raised. I'm sure like you're born and raised in Singapore, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Then of course you I don't have Singaporean parents, but then like I'm guessing you probably were raised in the sense like you were told, oh, you have to do this right, you have to do this right. You're constantly reminded, like you cannot waste time and like,
Yeah.
hmm,
Exactly, yeah. So it becomes very, very tiring, that's for sure, yeah.
hmm,
At the same time, when I hear people say, that, hey, there are issues, I'm like, what? This sounds like an entire country issue 24/7 around the calendar year, yet they're like, okay,
hmm.
we are complaining because it's 3 months of crunch. I'm like, I'm not sure what to feel about it. Yeah.
That's why, like, as good as Singapore is like, there's a lot of things that folks overseas think, oh, Singapore is so impressive. Oh my gosh, Singapore is so cool and like that. But then there's one thing that needs to be considered is the work environment, similar to Japan, right? The work environment,
Mm,
the school environment, a lot of things need to be adjusted because, of course, in the past it's understandable. You're starting out as a small country. You're you're depending on another country, quote unquote Malaysia, for like
yes, yeah.
resources, for water, like that. And
Mm,
then how are you going to survive if you're just taking things easy, go lucky? Hmm.
mm.
But then, like, now
Oh,
that you guys are doing well, like, there's of course things that you need to consider, like how to reduce like the work hours or like how to prevent folks from going overtime without pay because Singapore is also quite expensive. Food and then housing, especially.
I know.
Mm.
Exactly, yeah. So, I mean, in this sense, I have to say that when I look at, you know, overall how Singapore is, like, I wouldn't say Singapore is the best thing, but when we start looking at freelancers,
Mm.
Singaporeans are quite frown upon freelancing, yeah. So, even if I'm like, having like a career in life to do rigging and all, they go like, why are you not getting a proper job, yeah? Why are you not going to the office, yeah?
Mm.
The whole concept of working from home, even after like, all this lockdowns and all, still feels very foreign here. Like people are like, no, office is still the way to go, yeah.
Mm.
I mean, people don't really have respect for like work from home. Like when you work from home, it's always like, okay, do not touch me from what time to what time, yeah. But then, like because we are focusing on work, yeah.
Mm.
But it seems like in Singapore, they don't have that. They don't have that discipline sometimes.
Mm.
And then we have people in Singapore, same of course, that's also the black sheep. So like, oh, working from home means I can wake up late.
It's not necessarily
And
like
it's
this. Like, this.
exactly, yeah.
You still have to wake up. You still
But
have to work.
because
Mm.
freelancers, so there's a lot of like um I'll say that there are some people who have that mentality, and then you have bosses who have that mentalities, yeah, and then you go like, I mean, we don't want our workers to work from home, and then I'm like, oh, it's like working from home is such a difficult thing to justify sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of things. Like, once again, I do understand like why folks would underpay staff because, like, number one, uh, money is a lot of things are expensive nowadays. Like, prices are going up.
Yeah.
Even in the U.S., like, the medical. I'll be blunt, right? I went to a doctor. They didn't really help that much, lah. I still had to pay over
Mm.
$100 even with insurance. Uh,
Hmm.
so put it in Singapore. If we convert it to Singapore, it's like
It's
it's
150 USD.
yeah, definitely more around.
It's yeah.
As
150 SGD. Yes,
y-
it's very
y-
expensive. Yeah.
yeah, so if you're not having like a decent paying job, if you're not having like how it's similar to as what Wild Rose said about like with Japan, like how are you able to actually properly like say even have a relationship or like uh get a proper house, food and like that if you don't even have a proper
Yes. Yeah.
if you don't even have proper pay. Like that's the thing. You can't expect folks to be like working 24/7.
Mhm.
Like this is like the argument for like why wages need to be increased lah, of course, as well.
At the
Because
same time, when wages increase means the companies have more, they need a larger profit margin, so
They
things
would
will go up
definitely.
as well. Yeah.
So prices.
Oh, it's this very weird loop that I don't even know the answer to. Yeah.
And then, of course, you can't just say, "Oh, government just print more money," because no, inflation would happen after. Uh, mm. So it's once again like we are no longer in the generation of study hard, work hard, then you earn money, no worries. It's like that. It's no longer that generation anymore. It's the generation where.
In fact,
Hmm?
yeah. It's a generation where you continue first, yeah.
Oh, I was just going to say it's a generation where you have to do more than one thing. You can't just have a proper job like that. There's of course other things you need to do. Similarly, if you're able to do it with freelancing, great. Freelancing also there's a lot of things you could do. There's a lot of opportunities for freelancing as well.
Which is also one thing that I do see. Because recently I did meet up with some older friends, yeah, and they were like, talking about how they're super stressed from work, how they are not being treated well by the boss, yeah. And when all they realized that I am freelance, I work longer hours and all, and then but one thing they do realize is I don't have complaints about my job like they do, yeah. So yeah, I may be working longer hours, but I do enjoy most of my hours at work, yeah. Of course, I do have like problem customers and all, yeah. But generally, I feel that I think I'm really very fortunate to be doing freelance in a way, yeah. I guess I really don't. I'm not being like put through whatever the rest are being put through at the moment, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, I get to eat my food. I get to do something I enjoy. I don't like go over and like I hate my life. I hate my job, yeah. And all that, I'm like, the first thing I'm looking at is when can I quit my job, yeah. That's like the angle. The angle is when can I quit my job, yeah.
That's the typical. That's the typical mindset of the elders as well. When can I finally quit? When can I finally retire? But I think like finding a job that just makes you keep on like going on. That is actually really good because like it keeps you more active lah, even in your older ages. Not to say that any of us are old.
Yes, even for rigging, there's a lot of things where I go like, it's not just about okay, because I can rig, I'm done. I'm almost like, can I push myself further? Yeah, can I improve myself? Yeah? And this sense of self improvement that I see in such a field, as opposed to just working at a job and okay, I'm just gonna fulfill my criteria. And it's not about how I improve myself. It's just about taking money and disappearing ASAP. It's a very different mindset sometimes. And it's like if you run your own business, it's not just about okay, can my product sell? Yeah, can I make my product better? Can I market more? There's always a motivation to improve yourself, improve your company,
definitely.
improve your business. Yeah, and that's something that I feel that sometimes is lacking when you just blindly work in a company. Sometimes I won't say it's a bad thing, yeah, because you don't have to think about all the logistics. Trust me, logistics even in freelancing is a pain, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you don't have to think about submitting for approvals and all those weird things, yeah. So of course, in a sense, I think yes, you it give up a level of of management for a more stable job, but at the same time, because you're stable, you don't really aim to go far and beyond, yeah. So
yeah,
it's always it's always a bit that I think is a bit different, between freelancers and non-freelancers. Is that the right word? Non-freelancers.
I definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
so
so
yeah.
No, please continue.
So I was like, just sometimes just saying, yeah, it's very interesting to see when people work on their own accord, especially when you look at artists as well. I want to improve. All right, it's not just about Of course, some people do lose sight once they go like, okay, I just want numbers. Yeah, I just want numbers. Yeah, be in 2D, 3D drawing or any creative work. It's not just the numbers. Yeah, it's about your self journey that is more important than the numbers itself. Yeah, of course, numbers is good. And numbers to a certain extent is important. Yeah, but it's not like the end goal of everything. Yeah. Yeah.
That like a lot of folks like when they see like what is
Yeah.
success, like some folks of course would like throw to numbers. Similarly, this is like the same mindset as like in school, right? You need to have good grades in order to
Mysteria.
succeed.
Yeah.
Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is Mysterious mic muted again?
No, my mic disconnected. So I was in a passionate talk about, yes, I agree that wait, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, good. So I was in a passionate talk about like, yeah, like emphasis on numbers is not necessarily like the whole story. Like similarly, right? Emphasis on numbers is similarly like I would like to compare like a streamer or VTuber or like anyone who focuses solely on the numbers to someone who focuses solely on grades in school. Because
but
it's
at
similar.
the same time, it's similar. But at the same time, I have to say that to a certain extent, actually to a huge extent, a lot of people look solely at numbers,
That
which
is
is actually very, very, very bad. But it also makes me like wonder: is it really worth paying for numbers sometimes? Yeah. Hey, when I mean worth paying for numbers, I'm not saying buy follows and all. Please don't do that. That's always the worst thing you can do. Yeah.
to buy follows, please subscribe to me. I'm just kidding, don't.
Okay, but the reason why I did bring up this point here is because I wouldn't say recently, for some time now. I won't name names. Okay, if you know who they are, you know who they are. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Because it's kind of sensitive. Alright. Yeah. So
Sure.
let's just say that there are a few times I raided people on Twitch. Raid is when you end your stream, you send your viewers over. And yeah, so I raided a few times. I go like, this model has very nice art, but the rigging is highly questionable. Yeah. So there's a lot of time I go like, wait, the rigging feels highly questionable, and then I mean, me being me, I always like will stare at someone's new or like a new model that I've not seen before. I'm like, okay, how can this rig be improved? Is there something I can learn from it? Because sometimes even if the rigging is not as good, they have special effects, and I go like, interesting effect, yeah. And then I just mentally, like make notes. Okay, maybe next time I can try something like this, yeah. And it's all about learning how to improve based on other people's work. And then you come to the point, okay, this rigging is quite bad. The effects look good. How can someone with such it doesn't connect, like how can someone have such good effects have such terrible rigging or such good art with like highly questionable rigging, yeah. So maybe it might be like a new rigger, because there's some new riggers who have this habit of I want to make the coolest thing, but they haven't got the basics of rigging well done. Yeah. So honestly, sometimes yes, I do say it's always good to get a basics down first, yeah. But at the same time, I also appreciate that some people really want to go the creative side, full creative side, and actually really interesting to watch those. I do learn from some even beginners when they come up with interesting ideas, you know. Right, but this group of people, because they are like, I've seen this happen way too many times, you know. Okay, so this particular group of people, I'll see, holy shit, this crappily rigged model is by this group of people, yeah. And this group of people charge like 3 to 4 times my pricing, and they gave them a very, very bad rig, and I go, how? And they are a really, really big name that has rigged for really, really big VTubers as well, yeah. So I was like, I know their standard is not this bad, yeah. But when people ask, oh, your model looks very cute, who rigged it, how much you pay for it, yeah. And I realized that they pay 3 times the price others would pay me. But the only reason why they paid this group of people is because this group of people have a very, very high Twitter following, yeah.
I'm gonna DM you something.
Yeah. but their consistency and their standard is really bad. It's to the point that, I mean, as a rigger, someone I can, I have a hunch it might be them, yeah. Usually I'm right, okay, yeah. Because you can definitely see like they have this trademark style of how they do their eyes and mouth. So sometimes, you can just point out like, and you can tell like certain art style is just by a certain artist, even if you try to change it, yeah. They will have their like, small things like how the edges of the hair, just there'll just be something that can tell us from the artist, yeah. The same thing when it comes to rigging, you can somehow tell that rigging is from that person, yeah. Or that group of people. So I was like, yeah, this feels like that group of people, and yeah, so I will go to that group of people's I'll go to that person's Twitter or whatsoever and double check, because this group of people make it a very, very, very strict point that if you commission art, we must be credited, yeah, on a certain amount of pages, yeah. So I'll go like, it's very easy to backtrack that's them, yeah. And then I'll go like, wait, the quality of this is so bad. They paid like okay, I'll just say the rough quotes here,
Yeah,
3,000 US. Alright,
yeah, that
for
seems
a
like the
very
usual
poorly
cost.
rigged. Oh, that's a usual cost for a nicely rigged model. I'm just talking about rigging alone. I'm not even talking about art now. If you paid 3,000 for the rigging and the rigging turns out so bad, I'm like, wait, something is wrong with. The morals are not there, and what you're paying for is not the quality of the rig. What you're paying for is for the fact that this group of people have like a lot of Twitter followers. Yeah.
I definitely understand, and I could definitely see that. Like, there's, of course, please don't take this the wrong way, but then like, there's a lot of folks that believe that, okay, if I have a really famous, rigger to rig my model, they'll also grow big, which is true. That actually does work, but then
It works at the start, but after a while, you just fade off really fast. Yeah.
it's not just about the rigger; it's about your personality, and then similarly, like, are you willing to spend? Like you mentioned, 3K. The reason why I'm not surprised for the rig itself is because a lot of Westerners actually charge that rate. From my research, a bit. It's usually the Southeast Asians that actually charge like really good prices for like good high quality as well. No offense to the Westerners as well, but yes, I have noticed this.
I feel it's perfect fine if they charge 3K for really good work, okay, yeah. But if they charge 3K for subpar work, I think that's not a very nice.
It's an insult, basically.
It's an insult, yeah. And at the same time, let's put it this way: if you charge 3K and that's your best work, I have nothing to say, yeah. Alright, but if you charge 3K and you purposely, tone down your work till it looks bad, yeah, I don't think that's a good thing, yeah.
I agree with you.
That's where I'm coming from. Like, alright, I'd rather you tell them, okay, my minimum charge is 5K, but at least give them a proper base rig, not a rig where I was like, I'm like, this can be done by a beginner level rigging, yeah. You know what I mean, yeah, like.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I definitely.
Of course, I don't expect you to like give your best for like your cheaper range, yeah. But at least have something presentable and not look like.
I know you want to say don't look like shit, but then you're trying to.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah. Alright, and the only issue is this group of people have a lot of clout, and to me, it's not very good, yeah. And I do see other issues when it comes to this kind of people doing this kind of jobs as well, yeah, because I sometimes do see like, hey, what is this? These people have also rigged some really, really, really huge VTuber models, yeah. Once again, I won't mention names, okay. But I got like the person who did like the previous rig for the super huge VTuber was so much better movement, better texture control, better expressions, yeah. But then, due to contract issues, they suddenly had to abandon their old rigger and move on to this famous riggers, yeah. And I go like, holy shit, your famous riggers did a really, really worse job than the previous rigger, yeah. And also now you start to feel like fame or how good you are, okay, it's not determined by your numbers, and this is something that I find a lot of artists and
Mm-hmm.
animators because are also very obsessed with the numbers that they don't improve themselves sometimes. Yeah.
Definitely.
Like numbers is more important than the actual content being put out. Yeah. And sometimes I also have this thing like
Mm, mm, mm.
I don't know. Have you ever noticed this situation where you see really, really, really nice live 3D showcase models on
Mm-hmm.
Twitter, especially in you're like, oh, this model can do so much, but when you watch the actual person's rig, the model looks like it's moving, it's barely moving. Yeah. I don't know if you ever noticed that issue. Yeah.
I have never really. I will actually look into this because like I haven't really observed much about the Life 2D site, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah.
But this actually
And
does.
because
Mm,
there's a lot of them. What I do is let's just go down to the technicals. Yeah. When
mm-hmm.
you have a live 3D model and you turn your head, it actually assigns the movement to your body and the head. Yeah. All right. Like
Oh,
they
okay.
track only your yeah, your webcam only tracks your face. It doesn't track like your full body. Yeah.
Hmm.
And it can now with VTube, so they can track the hand and all as well. Yeah. But generally, you're stuck to tracking the face. In general, yeah.
Hmm.
You don't expect your body to have all sorts of fancy movements, but then in their showcase video, you're like, how can the body twist? How can the body turn and on? Yeah, it's all pre-animated keyframes. Yeah, that look good when you are like showcasing on a showcase video, but when you actually use it, it looks nothing like what's on the showcase video. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. So on that aspect, yes, I do understand that there can be differences in like a showcase video and the actual usage, but
Mm-hmm.
it can be really really misleading to people.
Mm.
Mm. And people think, oh, I'm paying for this quality, I'm paying for all this, but when they actually use it, the presentation looks bad. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's bad to the point that they don't even fix their left right properly. Yeah, I think it's like the very basics of rigging sometimes. Yeah. Hmm.
Hmm. That definitely is
Mm.
interesting. Like.
And so yeah, it's about like cloud versus morals. And then people pay for cloud without really knowing where their money is going sometimes, yeah.
I
Hmm.
definitely agree, and I kind of have like a hypothesis as to why this might be the case, right? And this definitely
Mm-mm.
goes back uh to like upbringing and like that. And because right, I'm quite passionate about the education system. We'll go back to of course grades lah.
Yes, yeah.
So this is similar to like, would you cheat to get into a better university type of mindset?
Mm.
Because you have higher grades, that's also like numbers. If you have a higher grades, you could go to a better to quote unquote better university. And then
Mm.
of course, if you have good grades, super good grades in the better university, you could go to a better grad school or like that. Um, Similarly, if you want to put it into like even arts or like VTubing, right? You focus
Mm.
solely on numbers. There's a higher chance you could become you could enter a corporate like Whole Life or Niji Sanji or like that.
Mm.
But then
Yes,
the
yeah.
thing is, because I personally fell into that trap as well when I was younger. I still do.
Ah.
It
Mhm.
it drains a lot of you. The more you try to the more you focus on it, and then once you
Mm.
come out, and then there's no longer any numbers, right? Once you reach the apex, once you reach the top, you kind of don't have anything. You start to lose yourself because if you're only aiming for numbers, say you actually achieve your goal, right? You don't already have the mindset of
Mm.
like improving yourself to the point that you end up losing yourself, I think.
Mm.
So like that's why folks need to like see it more as like a different thing. Like for example, one thing I realized after graduating from university was that it's not really a place where you should focus too much on grades. Like yes, grades are important, but
Oh, they're not your everything, yeah.
yes, they're not everything. You should, if you really want to look for a job or like that after, you need to actually network with folks. Similarly, is in VTubing or like probably in the art community and Live 2D community. What in order to improve themselves, they need to network with more artists, Live 2D riggers, 3D modelers, in order to improve their skills and then like exchange information, ideas. That's how we can improve. Basically, that's one thing I learned, and this is applicable to almost all industries, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Rather than seeing it like, yes, of course, it's still going to be competition. I won't lie. It's human nature.
Yeah.
But at least you're not alone, just like aimlessly walking through, being controlled by numbers. Like,
Exactly.
of course, like having higher numbers will allow you to interact with different folks. It's a sad truth, but then yes, some folks won't collab or interact with you. They wouldn't even bother to message you. Some folks, not all.
If we don't have numbers right now.
Yes, but then even without numbers, you don't know that there's actually quite unlimited opportunities. Like, for example, with Kochi over here, I was really fortunate. I think I was it's probably less than 60 subs when or 50 subs when I was really brand
Back
new.
then I was also less than 100. I think I was just past 100 now. During that period. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, and then
but to me, I was it doesn't matter how big a person is. It doesn't matter how small a person is. I always feel that day getting to know someone new is very important. It's very it's just nice to open your mind to a lot of people. Yeah, I have also met a lot of people. They may not have big following. They may not be like some superstar and all. Yeah, but still they have really really been really good friends. Been really good. It's something very important for me to grow on my rigging journey and all. Yeah.
I definitely agree with you on that. Definitely.
Yeah. It's more about like do you want the numbers or do you want like a more wholesome journey? Wholesome journey, I think that's the right word. Yes,
How about more left ear journeys?
No left ears.
But yes, I agree. More wholesome journeys are nicer. Because
you talk about this?
Because do you want to, in the end of the day, say, oh, I've reached the top, I've done everything great, but then there's this lack of satisfaction in the back of my mind? Or would you want to, like, yeah, I might not have achieved my goals, but at least I've done something, at least I've tried my best, which of course sounds a bit dumb, but well, at least it was an interesting journey. It was an interesting journey, of course. I think that one is nice.
I mean, yeah, I think that's very important because like sometimes I just really wonder. There's this VTuber whom I also shall not name because if I name, I think mysterious channel will be struck down. Okay, anyways, yeah.
No, it's okay to shout out the name.
No. It's really, really bad. Okay, it's bad things, yeah. And I do not want to like accidentally ruin her branding. Okay, yeah. Anyways, yeah. So there's this VTuber that this is two VTubers, VTuber A and VTuber B. Okay, so VTuber A is super huge, VTuber B is not so huge. Yeah. So both of them actually know each other in real life that they met at conventions before and on. Yeah. And then VTuber B never actually really watched VTuber A. They just know each other at conventions. They more like they know each other in real life, not close, but they know each other in real life. Yeah. And then I personally never liked VTuber A myself. Okay, because of because of things that I feel that she cheats my feelings about you. I'll cheat other fans' feelings about you. I mean, so I of course I won't mention that topic if not it's very obvious who it is. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So after other thing, VTuber B was streaming the other day and somebody asked, "Oh, have you actually seen VTuber A's stuff and all?" And then she's like saying, Oh, VTuber A. Yeah, I've seen VTuber A. We've met before. VTuber A does blah 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 blah, and then you know, she's saying, yeah, VTuber A is really nice. And then the thing she say about VTuber A, well, not bad things. Okay, yeah, they're like, oh, this VTuber can go to conventions. This VTuber can do a lot of things and on here.
Hmm.
Right, and it just sounds like a normal person, yeah. And then they say, "Oh, do you know VTuber A has they were like on chat saying telling VTuber A has this health condition and on, yeah." And they're like, "Oh yeah, we know that this VTuber has this health condition, so that she has some like she has to take medications and on, yeah."
Hmm.
But then, all right, the other person, no, it's not just the medications. This person was like hooked in some a life support system and on, yeah. And the person was like, wait a moment, I don't recall this person to be this serious. Well, since when did this story become so bad? This person is still like running around. That's like, okay, wait a moment. It might be this person's branding to have a PT story, yeah. Then I was like, okay, quickly change subject, yeah. And, to me, when I hear that, I go like, do you really have to PT, come up with a PT story to make yourself seem like you're on the verge of death every day just to be a successful huge VTuber, yeah? I mean, that is definitely. I mean, as a person, no matter who you are, you're definitely more famous than You're not more famous. You have more content to yourself than just I'm going to be the you definitely have more content to yourself than I'm just sick person, yeah. And this
Hmm.
person's branding has always been I'm sick and I'm streaming. That's their only branding, and it just feels very. I don't know. Does it take away from the real people who are struggling with the illnesses? Yeah,
In a way, it definitely
I,
does.
yeah, because a lot of. I mean, if you line her stories up, I've always had this like okay, this doesn't feel right about this person. How a lot of things this person say just doesn't line up to me. Yeah, to me
Hmm.
at least. Yeah, for a while, but I once I had this so-called accidental confirmation from the second VTuber B, who like, wait a moment, something feels sussy about the whole arrangement. I go like, okay, I think my initial guesses was right, but can you really live with I am successful because I just lied to the whole world I'm actually very sick, yeah.
So some folks they're able to do that. They don't really have the conscience to feel it. Some folks the
Yeah.
conscience still just sticks with them. But
Mm,
it's just the way folks do things. Like honestly, it's sad. It's honestly sad that folks do this, right? But
yes.
then it's a bit bad that I'm saying this, but I'm not actually surprised because this happens like I still remember like there were folks that uh, because I've been super active online since 2014. I still remember folks
Yeah.
that would fake claim that they will commit suicide. So
Yes, yeah.
so
That happened.
hmm?
And there's the fake committing suicide. That's also another yeah, disaster zone.
Yeah. Honestly, I understand like how that would definitely get folks to watch, but I highly advise anyone to not do that. Number one is disrespectful to the folks that are actually. Mm.
Mm.
And yes, if you I won't just say, "Hey, go seek help." Go seek help. Like if you really have an issue or like that, at least try to understand. Like, is this something that you could handle alone? And if it's something that you can handle alone, well, just know that you're not the only one struggling, lah. And
Mm-hmm.
if you feel like you need help, it is definitely going to be challenging, but definitely try your best to seek help where you seem like accepted, where you think that people would care. And yes, it might not always work out well, but well, it's not. It is what it is. But then worst comes to worst, try to find someone else. It's like that. But yes.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll talk about like morals and all. Yeah.
Once again, personally, I'm not really the one that's affected emotionally, which is a bit bad to say.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I'm just like
But
I mean, not exactly like emotionally affected, but someone will look at numbers and just go like, is numbers really everything? Yeah.
but it's sad that numbers control the world. I mean, I hate mathematics with a passion. Why numbers determine a lot of things?
I know, right? Yeah.
They need to change up the leveling setup in this. I actually no. Actually, now that I think about it, right? If you want to see it like this, you could say that VTubing is like similar to a game per se. Like, you know how you could. Have you played Fallout before?
Nope. Yeah.
In that case, what games have you played, if I may ask?
Genshin, Final Fantasy.
Okay, Final Fantasy. We could use this.
Yes, yeah.
You know how there's like different classes in Final Fantasy, right?
Yes, yeah.
And then some folks could use some skills, and then their stats are different, right? Like for some, the intelligence stats higher, some the agility stats are higher, some the strength stats are higher, right? In a way, it's like there are different ways to achieve a goal, right? But a lot of folks tend to focus on one stat. They focus more on the numbers method to reach the goal, but then they fail to realize that there's different ways of achieving the goal. Like there are different routes that you can take. Basically, it's like in a dating sim, right? There's different routes that you can choose.
Yes, yeah.
To reach a certain goal, and I think that's the issue with like the focus on numbers. Because you basically close off all the other routes. You think that your numbers are not enough, you're gonna fail. No, it's not just failure. The reason why a person who failed because of numbers is a person who gave up.
But then again, in this day and age of social media, numbers actually reward people for being nothing but numbers. Yeah.
I mean, even your identity is like based on numbers, like an IC or like.
Yeah. And nothing but numbers, yeah. And nothing but ones and zeros, yeah.
Off topic, but do you believe that Argonians deserve rights? This is a what is it? This is a Skyrim question. If you don't know,
Argonians, yeah.
just to introduce a bit, Wild Rose is actually my good friend from high school. He's an IRL. And every time he watches my streams, he tends to ask, "Do you believe that Argonians deserve rights?"
Okay, what's Argonians? Yeah.
I think there's like they're lizard people according to Wild Rose. Do you believe that lizard people deserve rights? Used as slaves by the Dunmore.
Do I believe lizard people deserve rights? Yeah, I believe everybody deserves rights. Yeah.
So,
and I find that end of the day, yeah, the biggest issue with rights and all is it's just determine my class of people and not what they can actually achieve. Yeah. I was like, what determines, in a way, I know this is super weird to say, yeah, but what determines your nationality also, yeah, it's kind of weird, yeah, like, just because you're born here, you're this nationality, it doesn't matter where you're raised in, it doesn't matter what you believe in, yeah, it's just Oh, you just happen to be born here, so your nationality is here, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like I like how you were really serious and then Wild Rose responded with a joke answer. So filthy no, those farm tools should know their place. Of course he would agree with what you just said. Most likely. But then of course he has to say this because, well, it's a meme.
That was the answer in the game right now.
Probably in the lore. Let me add the echo so I could narrate what he said. We shall purge Morrowind of filthy walls like you. Okay. May the sixth house rise again. Is there more lines? Wild Rose? Though I will say one thing I love about this mic, you got an echo function.
Oh, what mic is it though, Neil?
Yeah. Let me see. I have DM'd it to someone before. I don't remember. It's actually costs like $25, around like $25. So it's not that bad.
That's cheap.
Let me see because like remember my old mic with the earbuds mic? I'm not sure if you remember. But basically folks didn't like it to the point where I ended up having to change a mic, actually get a mic. Which on the bright side actually
I think it's a good thing to always get good equipment, yeah. And to be honest, I find that when it comes generally to equipment, I think mic is more important than most other things. Yes, yeah. As most of the time we don't really look at the screen, we are usually like multitasking, so I think having a good mic makes a huge difference, yeah.
Let me see if I could find it. I still remember sending before like about my mic. I will have to find it. This will probably take some time. Like it's been a lot.
We can do it after stream, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yes, it was a random mic that I found on Amazon. So yes, this mic has actually been really helpful because of course it doesn't have like a pop filter, but it works well. It has an echo function. The only issue is sometimes they say that they can't hear me that clearly, or like that. Once again, I'm going to, if I have to upgrade a mic, it would probably mean that I will have to like earn some money first.
Spend a lot.
I'm not going to spend a lot until like I get proper money.
Well, that's always a good thing to have because some people believe like I'm gonna spend on all that equipment and they never start. Yeah. Oh, talking about that. Before you get someone to like if I commission someone for a live 3D model, I always suggest people to start streaming first. Yeah, because some of the PCs can't even run OBS, and then they out commissioning a model, it looks good, yeah, and then they never debut because.
Yeah. Kochi, can I tell you a funny story?
Yeah.
So I actually ran another podcast. And I wasn't using the current laptop I had. I had like a different laptop, which was like an HP.
Yeah.
And I always use office laptops to stream. But with that time, because I was doing a lot of data processing work, OBS didn't work at all. there were so many frames that were skipped on one of the episodes, and the second time I decided to record it on OBS from a 40-some minute interview, right?
Uh-huh.
Only 10 seconds was recorded.
Oh no!
The guest was also quite impressive as well.
I mean, at the very least, okay, yeah, let's be honest, yeah, at least you didn't spend a bomb on your assets before you started, right? Yeah.
Oh, this one was with my actual like face. Like I showed my actual face. But yes, thankfully I don't usually spend money on this because like even with the Life Diddy, to be honest, I'll stick with this, with the models that I have. Like once again, I'm really grateful to all of the folks, including you, of course, Kochi, who have created a model for me, because still up to now I've actually probably if you include like sub versions, I have more than 10, but then like if you're saying like mains, I've probably around 5 to 6 models. So I don't really like it'll be nice to like play like Pokemon, gotta catch them all, like have as many models as you can.
Yes, yeah.
But if this is something that I'm doing casually, I don't need like a lot of models.
Does it make sense to have 2-man models sometimes? Yeah, like and end of the day, you end up falling back to just a couple of models, and like I myself, one thing I do realize is like my current model have like over 100 hotkeys right now, but I don't activate all of them. Yeah.
Plus, with this
and
model,
it ends up yeah. So sometimes I find that the more doesn't mean you activate everything. In fact, I think sometimes just having the core set up and just having something that works is more important than having something that is like fully decked out, because you're not going to use most of the functions 90% of the time.
Plus, the cool thing about this model that Kochi made, I could actually do 2 without OBS crashing. Knock on wood, knock on wood.
Yeah.
It was actually fun. Like, you should actually try it out, having like multiple models of yourself like loaded in the stream.
Definitely that can cause a lot of issues. For me, I'm using PFL Live still because
I'm still using PFL Live.
Wait, PFL can add multiple now?
No. I'm using OBS. I'm putting this on OBS.
OBS, yeah, OBS, yeah. Okay.
Wait, let me just.
As I know, VTube Studio, I think can add multiple models on one scene. I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Wait, no, that's Inochi 2D. Oh yeah, talking about Inochi 2D, Sunny, yes, that just came to my mind. As this new rigging software for 2D called Inochi 2D is an open source rigging software, absolutely free. But it's now in the beta, so it's still being developed. Yeah, it is so low power consumption, yeah, to the point that it can run on like Linux.
Really? That's impressive.
Yes. It actually runs on Linux. It actually runs on like a super old laptop as well, yeah. And it's definitely not as polished as Live 3D at the moment, yeah. But because it's still in development, but definitely I can say that this software is if it carry on the road it's going, it can definitely rival Live 3D, and it's absolutely free, yeah. And the way I see it is having competition with Live 3D is a good thing. Yes, yeah. As right now I find no matter how Live 3D say, oh, we have added they have added things such as blend shapes, they've added things such as new functions, hues and all, yeah. But end of the day, they still have not fixed basic things such as reflect motion. They have not fixed basic things such as like auto. Okay, anything with auto, anything with reflect is basically broken in Live 3D until today. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, but they're adding new functions. To me, it's like, yeah, if you're not gonna fix the basics and just gonna keep on adding new functions, yeah, I think eventually it will hit a roadblock where it's, it becomes
All right, we are back this time with only just me, not the other two.
sunglasses, yeah.
Yes. But yes,
So
you're talking about Inochi.
yeah,
today.
She today, yes. As I was saying, I'm actually really excited to see how things will go with Inoshi today because having an open source version of rigging, and that also includes not just rigging but also the tracking software included as well. Yeah, so it's all in one. So to me, it's Inoshi today is very as a viable open source. It can definitely. It's not full replacement. Yeah, like Blender can never fully replace all the paid softwares because there's definitely going to be strength in each other softwares, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
to the development. But having competition, I hope it will also spur Live 2D to improve themselves to fix the basic problems.
Definitely.
Actually, I really don't have much of a you know wish for Live 2D aside from okay, can you just fix like the basic issues of the inability to get auto done properly or reflecting done properly, yeah. So long these are fixed, yeah, I actually don't have that much of an issue anymore, yeah. I don't have any issue with the most of life to do. It's just I would say don't put an auto function if you know your auto function is not gonna work half the time, yeah.
That is true. It's like a button that does nothing lah.
And it's a button that tempts you, but it's broken half the time, yeah. And they're like, okay, I click auto. Okay, here's the weird button. Yeah, it can be like, I click auto. First time it fails, I can click auto again. Second time it fails, and the third time it succeeds. Yeah. And then they can be like, you run it 10 times, it just doesn't work at all. Yeah. So I go like, that's highly suspicious. Like, it becomes like this free to play gacha system.
Hey. In that case, if there's anyone who wants to try to quit their gacha addiction, in that case, just
Pick
play
Live 2D.
2D.
Yeah. Yeah. So as I end of the day, I go like, it just feels very broken. Yes, yeah. I mean, not that I want to like say, hey, Live 2D is better or what, yeah, but I really wish that sometimes, the core set for Live 2D can be improved, yeah.
I think that wait, if I remember correctly, you are sponsored by PR Life, right? If I remember correctly.
I actually did a sponsored segment for them at one stage, yeah. But trust me, their technical support is
not the best. I see. Also, welcome Cornelius.
Hello, Cornelius. How's it meowing? Yeah.
Funny enough, Cornelius is the next guest after you.
Nice.
But yes, that's actually crazy. Like I've never interacted with actually the folks or the developers, from PR Live. I've always been using PR Live from the beginning. I do know that some folks use VTube Studio, though.
Okay. So my explanation for PIP Live versus VTube Studio, Kenya, is very simple. If you're looking for lightweight tracking software, PIP Live without the DLC download is actually the lightest tracking software they have out there. Yeah.
Let's go.
Without yeah. Basically the complete free version of PIP Live is the lightest and the most viable one at the moment. Yeah. I mean, the paid DLC for PIP Live does take up a lot more resources. Not gonna deny, yeah. However, the tracking is a lot better. But one thing I really love about is the auto setup for PIP Live is really amazing, yeah. I mean, VTube Studio, on the other hand, it's extremely bulky from the get go, yeah. Okay, its base tracking is generally better for the eyes and the movement. I mean, but they lose out in terms of the mouth when compared to PIPL Live. Of course, unless you include like vBridger or some other plugin that is going to take up more resources, yeah. Right, but not resources, not in terms of money, but in terms of your PC resources, yeah. And so the other issue is when it comes to bigger models, more bulky models, yeah. PIPL Live handles the bulk better. VTube Studio just put the bulk over the bulk over the bulk to the point that it can explode your system, yeah. Because there is no it's not efficiently. I'm not a coder, okay, yeah, but I feel that it's not as efficiently managing the resources inside the model, yeah.
That's interesting.
But if you're looking at plugins and all the functions, VTube Studio is definitely the way to go, yeah, because they have a very, very amazing community that's creating a lot of free assets. They have an amazing community that is, creating a lot of updates, except fixing the core problems.
For a brief moment, I was about the timing was so perfect. I was about to say, but wait, what you're seeing here, the glitch is actually also something from VTube Studio. It is, it is the newest asset.
No,
It's called the disappearing into the background asset. Yes.
Yes, personally, I'm using PIPL Live Studio because they have not fixed the issue I have in VTube Studio, but I make it a point to every year just casually remind them, hi, please fix the problem. And then about a few months, almost a year later, I'll be like, conveniently post another video on Twitter and say, hi, there's this problem here. Yeah. And every year they will respond, okay, we'll get to it someday.
Wait, if
so
the headquarters of PIPL is
China, yeah.
China? I actually didn't know that.
PIPL's headquarters in China, yeah. Yeah. Oh no, Mysterio has gone silent again. For me.
I do apologize for my mic. My mic has
Okay.
disconnected. It all depends as well as how I'm sitting, because I'm doing this on like a bed, so like if I lay down a certain way, or if my feet touches the wires, fun times.
Yeah.
Why
yeah,
is
like I said, yeah, PIPL is developed in China. Yes, yeah.
That's interesting. And VTube Studio was US, right? Or
US, I think. Oh, that's the English speaking side.
wait, am I muted still?
Well, I think you that was just now, yeah. Probably.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Yes, yeah.
It wasn't DC. So I can just quickly explain. So currently with my setup, I have my laptop, which is a Lenovo ThinkPad. Always have been using this, to stream, and I have a fan, as well as my mouse and a mic. Yeah. I'm on the bed. I'm sitting on a bed. Part of the reason is connection, and also I don't want to disturb family, so that's why I'm in a room. But yeah, that's usually my setup, and then the fan is on top of a pillow. The reason why I keep it a pillow there is because when I'm sitting down, if I had the computer just on the bed, I would have to lay down. Yeah. Or I would have to be lifting up the computer while like that. And then of course it's connected to the charger, and the mic and the fan is connected to a like the device that gives you extra USB ports. Yeah, I basically have that. And then sometimes the connection for the mic might not be the best. So sometimes it ends up disconnecting, so I have to reset and just turn off and turn on the buttons. And yeah, that's basically my setup. And of course, my
Yes.
mic is a tripod, has a tripod. So yeah, I'm holding the mic.
なるほど。
So if there's any issues, sorry about my setup. If I may ask, Kochi, what's your usual setup for streaming?
My usual setup is my tablet as my main screen. My I think over 10 years old monitor is my monitoring screen. That means my secondary screen. Yeah, so I have 2 screens. And then I have my keyboard. I have my Logitech mini keyboard that I put hotkeys on. I have my mic on a mic arm, which I'm gonna upgrade my mic arm later today, I think. As I just received a new mic arm sponsored materials. Yay.
Congratulations.
Okay. And I have this table converter that allows me to like lift my my entire setup upwards, yeah, so that I can stand while doing work sometimes, yeah.
Oh, that's actually interesting. So
And it's good for your back.
standing?
It's good for your back to not sit down for too long, yeah.
Maybe that's the reason. I feel like I've been a bit more hunched recently. That's why, or
Yeah, definitely. So, when you start to feel like you're hunching too much, you are having a very tight back, yeah. Stand up instead. Yes, yeah. I mean, if you have a laptop, you can like put a box on your laptop or something like that, yeah. So your laptop is being elevated, yeah. Then that will actually help to improve your overall what's it called, yeah.
posture.
Posture, yes, posture.
Hmm.
That's the right one, yeah.
Because I feel like I've been shrinking. I'm already short as is. I don't want to shrink even more.
No, Mysterio, having a short nasi lemak is not a good thing, yeah.
What do you mean having a short? I'm short from the beginning. I'm short from the beginning. As in lay down on stream? No. I've actually, well, right now I'm somewhat laying down, but then it's like laying down on my arm. But usually I just sit. It's usually like that. Because if I was laying down, it would probably be on my stomach. And say if I get too comfortable, right? If I end up sleeping, which actually happened once. I've actually slept on a collab before.
Oh no, that's bad.
Muted, of course, muted, of course. No, it was also a random collab that I joined. Like I wasn't like I just DM'd someone, hey, do you mind if I join in? It's like, yeah, sure. It was like Genshin, but then because like I was relatively new at the time and I pulled an all nighter, and the guy has been streaming for like 3-4 hours plus. I ended up getting so tired and I just slept. Wait, I meant I just slept.
Yes, yeah, that happens, yeah.
But of course, location is also important of where you're streaming. Like I got a fever as well once for streaming in my room.
No, that's bad.
Because my room, it gets stuffy because the AC doesn't work, and then with the fan, and because it's like a bit stuffy, like the hot air from my computer just with the fan just makes the room even hotter and stuffier. So yes, for folks who are interested in trying out, please don't stream in a stuffy room.
It can get really bad, yeah. Yeah.
But I think your setup is interesting. In that case, is there any?
My setup is actually, to be honest, my setup isn't really planned. Okay, yeah.
Really?
It's Yeah, it was pretty much a situation of okay, I will just do whatever makes sense for me. Yeah, I get what equipment, I add what equipment. Yeah,
Mm,
and, like my standing table happened because I got it for free. I add things because I got it for free. Yeah,
mm,
and
mm.
even my mic arm. It's a very expensive mic arm. It's like a $200 mic arm.
Oh dang!
It just came in. Yes, yeah.
Thank you for sponsoring
Okay,
Kochi.
yeah. They actually sponsored me this mic it's really neat. It's really
No, please
awesome.
announce
I'll
the
be
company. We
posting.
have to show
Oh,
appreciation.
Ever Media, yeah. I've been working with them since the start, so yeah. So this basically allows you to go from overhead or it goes underneath you as well. Yeah, like I can adjust the angle all the way. It's like a 270 degrees angle turn on most locations. Yeah,
Mm,
I can turn left and right as well. This my arm,
mm,
like different joints turning left and right. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
so the amount of customization on this is really really crazy. Yeah. And on top of that, a lot of mic arms have all these springs coming out of it. Yeah, this thing has no springs. It's just one tube
In that
that
case,
turns.
thank you for
You see.
sponsoring Kochi over here. Thank you for sponsoring Kochi. Usually, I don't sponsor stuff like promote things like this, but then I feel like with this, you have to
Mhm.
promote it. You have to promote
Yes,
it,
yeah.
especially if they're giving something that good.
Yes, yeah. yeah, yeah. So that's amazing, yeah.
Mm, mm, mm. Now, because I also want to talk to you like off stream as well, uh, like that.
Mm.
I would like to ask if
Eh.
there's anything else you would like to add, or is there any words you would want to give
No,
to folks?
that is good, yeah.
Mm,
I
mm,
think
mm.
it's pretty much it, yeah.
No worries, no worries. Anyways, thank you once again for taking the time. It's a
No
huge
problem,
honor.
everybody.
Mm.
And Mama come tomorrow to support. Alright, our dear Nasi Lemak and Cornelius as well, yeah. Right?
Funny enough, we were fortunate enough to have like a back to back to back. So like the day after, there's also like another podcast with an artist.
Yeah. There's like so many podcasts all
I'm
together. It's like,
trying.
oh,
I'm trying to
interesting,
speed
yeah.
run it to be honest.
Speed run to 100.
Speed run to 100, and then of course,
Yes.
hopefully it'll last longer than just 100. Well, I have to reach there first, but
Hmm.
then like I want to see how long this could last. Like, of
Mhm,
course, the
mhm.
longer it lasts, folks want it to be more professional, which I we
Exactly, yeah. Yeah.
is my mic not working?
Uh, muted again. Oh no.
My mic is on disconnecting. Maybe one day. If a mic company decides to sponsor me, sure, why not?
I would have suggested a solution in terms of software, but adding more software to your system doesn't sound like a good idea. Yeah.
I'm considering I'm using a Lenovo ThinkPad for a lot of the things that I'm doing. No, that would be bad.
Hmm. Yes, yeah.
Hmm. Maybe if I actually properly get like a proper job and start properly earning money, one thing that'll be cool will be trying to do like a budget PC build challenge,
Definitely, yeah.
and then get like the community
Yeah.
folks to actually recommend, and then we could try to see what we can create, and then if it works, great. Because I'm actually a huge fan of budget challenges, to be honest. Like, I love money. I want money.
Mhm.
Money is my life. Of course, not the entire of my life, but mm, but that's
Yes,
why
yeah.
being able to like see what you could do with the least amount of funding, I think that's pretty fun to play around with.
Hmm. I have a suggestion.
Hmm?
We'll talk about that off stream. Yeah.
Shasha.
I might be able to suggest, and I hope you ask someone if they are keen on a podcast and maybe discuss other things. Yeah. Yeah.
Once again, I'm open to a lot of things. With this podcast, the cool thing
Mm.
is the guest doesn't need to necessarily be a VTuber. It could be a voice actor slash voice actress. It could be, well, one of my friends, of course.
A software developer.
Yeah, definitely. Software developer would also be.
Yes, yeah. So I can't confirm, but I will see if I can. I'll help you ask Inochi's to these developer and see if they're keen on coming on board, and maybe can have you test out Inochi 2D as well. Yes, yeah.
Oh,
To
I'll
see
be
if it.
definitely more. Wait, we're
Yeah,
still
because
streaming,
if
by
they
the way.
can. Yeah. That's why I didn't mention names yet. Yeah.
Sure.
But yeah, we can definitely discuss something young.
Okay, in
Yeah.
that case, we'll be ending it here. Thank you very much for joining, everyone. Thank you very much, Kochi, as well. Thanks for creating this wonderful model as well.
Yeah.
Mm.
No problems. Yeah.
To follow up, definitely please commission Kochi. She's a great life 3D artist. Mm. Anyways, we'll be ending it here. Everyone, bye bye.
Bye bye. May have all the cat photo and dreams in you. Yeah. Well. Yes. Okay. It's finally moving. Okay. Bye bye, everybody. Yeah.